Okay, great. So I'm going to get us started today. Welcome to our First Friday Forum. We're really excited to have Adam Schmitt and Jared Hochman from Pebb Capital, who are going to give us an update on Sunday Village. And I know everyone's excited about hearing about it. We even have some people from Discover the Palm Beaches on because they want to know what's going on and when they can start promoting it. So I'm going to turn it over to the two of you and just give a brief overview of who you are and who Pebb Capital is, and then dive into your presentation.
Perfect. Adam, you want to take it?
Yeah, sure. I'll take the lead. Good morning, everyone. Thanks for having us. Pebb Capital, we're a second family generational real estate development and investment firm. Our home office is here in Boca Raton. A lot of our team is from Boca del Rey, so this is a very meaningful hometown project for us. And as you guys can see, we've made some significant progress on construction and getting closer and closer to the finish line. So we're very excited about that. You've probably seen some of the information in the news. We've tried to keep everyone informed on what's going on. So I run the asset management program, and I can touch a little bit on some of the leasing activities we have going on and the overall interest and kind of what we're curating, what we call Block 61, Sundy Village, the main block there. And then we can touch on blocks 70 and 69, which we have a nice office headquarter building, as well as another parking garage that will help for some of the parking needs in downtown. So for block 61, we've done some really good leasing and have some great interest, and trying to be selective with curating, like I said, the right restaurant retail group here. We have 6 historic homes on the site that we've go ahead, Jared.
Sorry, let me just chime in. I'm Jared Hochman, VP of Development here at Pebb Capital. I've been handling Sunday Village for the last 4 years, taking it from our original purchase in 2019 and helping transform it into what it is today. So, Adam, I wanted to stop you before you jump in. We've got a pretty presentation, so let me start flipping through here. I can go next. Okay, so the project is comprised of we've got 4 parcels. Block 61, as you all know, is currently under construction. We also own the Sundy house, which is currently closed. We are in for site plan modification to revitalize the entire site. We previously did receive COA approval for an exterior elevation, but after talking with an operator, and we've got a good game plan of how to move forward with the full restoration of the site, we hit the pause button on that, and so currently in for the site plan modification for there. And then block 69 and 70, Adam mentioned block 70 is going to have an 80,000 square foot headquarter building, which was approved by HPB in January. And then block 69 is going to be a parking garage that doesn't look like a garage, and that will provide ample parking for the office by day, and by night it will be a municipal public garage open to the public. So clicking through, so we'll focus right now on block 61. We'll go through this presentation, which will mainly focus on renderings and pictures, and Adam can give the leasing update, and then I've got some construction photos I'll pull up, which I wasn't able to get into the presentation. So, all right, Adam, you take it away.
Yeah, sure. We have over about 98,000 square feet of office space here, and we've done some significant pre-leasing with some really good tenants that some have migrated from different areas in the country, and some locally have moved over. A large tenant of ours, which you guys have probably seen in the news, is Vertical Bridge on block 61 here. They're taking over 40,000 square feet, and we'll bring hundreds of jobs here to the main site. They're currently based in Boca Raton here, so we're excited to have them, and they love Delray and want to be here. So they're a large part of the main building there. As you can see, we have Barcelona Wine Bar, which we're really excited about. Really cool tapas wine bar that has probably about 15 so locations, and great execution, great vibe. They'll have some outdoor seating there that you can see, and have a nice indoor outdoor flow that'll be great for happy hour, but all times of the day. And then the double knot, that is Michael Scholson Collective. Really great chef out of Philadelphia that has probably 10 plus concepts there. Finishing one in Wynwood as well in Miami. He's going to have a really cool Asian concept there. Higher end, but approachable for everyone. He's got a large space there, inside, outside, have a nice grill bar area inside, and that'll be great for the main building. And then we've had some really cool options, and we're taking our time selecting the right tenant or tenants on the, call it a northwest corner there. We'll likely have a form of a retail space that's really prime there, right on the corner as you drive by on Swinton, and then likely another potentially restaurant on the interior there that also has some outdoor seating into the Paseo. So we've had some great interest there, and we're narrowing that down to the right fit, and that'll fill most of the main building. We do have a little bit more office leasing to do on the second floor, mainly of the main building. And again, luckily we've had some really good interest, and working through some options, and are interested in all types of tenants, from local to national, and we've had that interest as well. So that's kind of the main building there. And then we have some really cool boutique office buildings, we call them, although the building 9s that are labeled there, they are a good size. The building 8s and 9s are 3 stories, tailored for individual company, with really nice outside balcony space as well. So you got that nice indoor outdoor flow. And we're in conversations for the building 9s as well, and we've had some good interest there. And Pebb's excited. We're going to take building 8 West there, so we're moving our small headquarters in Delray, which we're all really excited about once we finish the project here in the near future. And then as you can see, the subterranean garage, which is really cool to see in person. It fills almost the whole block there underneath, and that will have 268 parking spaces, which is definitely ample for the office and restaurant users, but also will help with some of the downtown parking, in the evenings and outside the office use. And then as Jared zooms in there, the 6 historical homes, which it's been really cool to see, and starting to make some progress now. Obviously we've maintained them, but now with new foundations and doing some of the upgrade work, for new windows and all those type of things to really bring these homes so they can last another 100 years, hopefully. So those are 6 homes there. We're going to combine B and F, so I guess you can call it 5 or 6. That just gives a little bit more square footage for the user. Currently we have 2 new tenants signed. One is Van Leeuwen Ice Cream, which a lot of people really like. They've grown really nicely, and really good product offerings. So we're excited to have them in building C there, with some nice outdoor space too. And then building G, we just recently signed, it's called Drinking Pig. It's a really popular barbecue concept. Chef Raheem, based out of Miami, really good chef, been around for a long time. He's had that concept in Miami since COVID, and now he wants to bring us to Delray, and we're excited to have him here for that. Will be another really nice setup with a good amount of outdoor seating there. As you guys can see, the Paseo and kind of the whole flow of the site, is really tailored towards having that indoor outdoor flow, and nice interactions amongst all the people walking in and out of the office space, but also all the restaurant uses. So the other spaces there, we are in discussions with multiple operators. Actually going to tour one today, and we're trying to be again selective on this. Our team is purposely taking our time. Really important to us to put the right curation of restaurants and different types, so it kind of all fits and adds to the overall Delray community, which has a lot of great food options, but we're hoping to bring some new ones and just kind of mix it all in, and want tenants that will last and do well here, which we obviously feel great about the location and the overall site. But so that's, yeah, as you can see, is this like last week, Jared?
Yeah, so if you see the construction photos up, so around the 20th of every month, we have aerial photography taken, and so we post it on our website, and so that's where I'm sharing this from, and I'll go into a little bit more about the website. But yeah, so as I just click through here, you can see all the progress that's being made, and you know, a week goes by and, you know, these pictures are already dated. They've already built the third floors, the building 8s. They've started putting on the roofs. They've put in more windows. And so, you know, here's a few pictures just from block 61. And so before we segue into a couple more renderings of the other block, just wanted to take this time to let everyone know that we did update our Sunday Village website. So now, you know, all the information, all the questions that anybody may have can all be found online. Whether it be from, you know, anybody interested in learning more about the office or retail spaces available. We've got an interactive site map for all the availability. So this is a pretty cool tool, not only just for, you know, people interested in the space, but also just, you know, to click around on the rendering. So it's interactive where if you click on any of these camera icons, it will show you, you know, what the picture would be as if you're standing in that location. You know, there's information up, you know, about the underground garage, so everyone can see the layout. You know, you can see the available spaces. You know, Adam mentioned there's some second floor space available, so that can be seen here. And so just a very cool interactive tool. We also have a gallery, and so all the renderings that I've shown, you know, or that are on the interactive site map are also here, all viewable in order. We've got some, you know, proposed interiors of some of the office spaces. The construction progress photos I showed are updated on the website. Let's say by the 25th of the month. Pictures are taken the 20th, give them a couple of days to get on there. And then we, you know, put together a lifestyle video about, you know, working, living, and being in Delray, to, you know, kind of inform those who are not familiar with Delray, you know, about all the great things about it. You know, and then, you know, information about location and, you know, Delray's, you know, unprecedented growth. If anybody's ever interested in any of the articles, you know, Adam had mentioned, you know, there's a location for that online as well. So this is available for everyone to see. So anybody, you know, anybody has questions, what's going where, you know, everything is, you know, is now on here. So we've started putting in the, you know, the names of the restaurants, Van Leeuwen, Drinking Pig, Yachi Tea Room, Double Knot, Barcelona. So it's all there for everyone.
Yeah, and Jared's proud of it and did a great job helping manage, updated. It came out great, but yeah, great starting point for anyone that would like more information. If you guys have further questions, we're always pretty available, and there's an email on there that I'll see as well. So, you know, as you guys have questions or anything you want to find out, we're always very approachable as well. But yeah, that website is a tool kind of for everyone to use to really stay updated and know what's going on for our site. Jared, I'll just touch briefly, I guess, on the headquarter building, and then I'll let you take over from the construction side. As probably many of you saw in the news, I'm really excited that we secured a lease with Digital Bridge. That's the main company from Vertical Bridge, digital infrastructure, communications company. So, and as Jared mentioned, we got approval for the building at HPV a couple months ago. So really excited to have them 80,000 square feet headquarter building with like 45 below grade parking spots in their building as well. You know, we'll bring hundreds of jobs to Delray and, you know, from Boca. Excited to have him here. And you know, that was a really big win for us to secure them for this headquarter building. And then, like Jared said, the 165 space across the way, went at length to really design it in a way that doesn't look like a parking garage. As you can see there, we have a couple of retail bays also on the ground floor that we might lease for like under 3,000 square feet. But you know, we'll be nice and we'll serve the community definitely outside the office hours with additional parking right next to the Federspiel garage there. And I think everyone will appreciate that when trying to find spaces in Delray during the busy times. But as you can see, again, we really went at length to design it in a way that's going to be appealing to the overall area there and just, you know, kind of be an extension of downtown. I think that's what we're really excited about with Sundy Village. You know, we'd like to think it's kind of the new start of downtown there and just brings a lot more pedestrian traffic and just a nice feel to a little bit west of Switten there. So, you know, really excited to get it finished and have that whole flow and eventually Sundy House, which, you know, we're all love Sundy House from back in the day, and excited to bring it to 2020s here. But yeah, as Jared mentioned with that, we're we've taken our time, had really good feedback and strong interest from really respectable operators all over the country that want to be a part of it. So we use some of their feedback to make our kind of design changes that we're in for now. And eventually we'll select one of them to work with us. And as we get their approvals, get into the renovations for Sundy House. But yeah, that one's important for us as we kind of call it phase 2 at this point. As block 61 is getting closer to being delivered, to also bring that back to reality and keep a lot of the same charm we have there. We would like to add some more event type facility there that can really serve for good size for weddings and other events. Sundy House did a great job with all the events over the years, and the back lawn and some of the different spaces we have in that really unique property. But just again, want to bring it up to the new standard here, but keep the same charm, keep the same all the beautiful greenery and everything that's pretty unique and exotic there. A lot of that will be maintained as we refresh it all. But yeah, that's pretty much overall on the asset management side. And I'll let Jared dig a little bit further into construction and the timeline there.
Thanks, Adam. So I'll go back to the Block 70 building. So this is the entryway on the corner of Southeast First Avenue and Southeast First Street. You've got Avenue on your left, street on your right. We designed the building with arcades, working with city staff to create covered walkways, for days when it is raining. Which we thought was a really nice architectural feature to include in the downtown area. This is a view from Southeast First Avenue looking north, so you can see with the garage just to the north on Block 69 and how it has that same continuous breezeway. This is the view from Swinton looking down the alley. This is the entrance to the underground garage here. And then this is an elevated view, just showing how we were stepping back the building, creating these, landscaped occupiable terraces for the office space. And, I think it's one thing we all learned with COVID is, not everyone likes being indoors. And so creating this indoor-outdoor work experience, using the code and the setbacks, this was actually a great way to accomplish that goal. Here's the view from the corner of Swinton and Southeast First Street. The rendered tree is, that's the big ficus tree that's going to remain. We built around the tree. We think it's a great focal point, for the entry side of this side of the building. And then jumping over to Block 69. So the garage is going to be 4 stories. There's one level of below grade parking that's going to be accessed off the alley. That's shown in blue. We've got some in-house storage for maintenance personnel for the entire project. And then the 2 spaces in yellow, ground floor office, retail space, that will be available. And then starting from floors 2 and up with an entrance off of Southeast First Avenue, there's 138 parking spots that will be available to the public after hours. We've worked through an agreement with city staff and the city attorney's office. And so we're really looking forward to this, private-public relationship here. Here's a couple renderings. This is the corner of Southeast First Avenue and Southeast First Street. This is a view of the public side of the entrance from Southeast First Avenue. This is a rendering from underneath the covered breezeway with office space, retail space off of the arcade, the covered walkway. And then here's a view from Southeast First Street and the alley, so you can see the entrance to the private side of the entrance. So construction timeline for Block 61, we plan to wrap up the core and shell to have that completed by the end of October, mid-October. At this point, by core and shell, I mean the exterior of the structures, the site, the landscape, everything will look completely done, and then the tenants will start their build outs. Vertical Bridge being the only exception, that we are doing their build out concurrently with the base building. So, from day one in October, they will be in there occupying the space. And then we expect the restaurants and their build outs to start, in October. So, they'll be done, probably around April 2025. For Block 69 garage and the Block 70 office building, those are both currently in for permit plan review. We are hoping to have those permits issued by, September, beginning of October. And the garage would be, it's a lot quicker. It's prefabricated panels, and so that would go up in probably about 8 months, or less. And then the office building would probably take around 18 months, 16, 18 months. But included in that is the full build out of the Digital Bridge office space. So the exterior would look, complete in probably about a year. So, we don't think there's going to be any disruption to the community. We're working on logistics plans with the engineering staff, and any, road closures and anything like that may be needed, and going to city commission. So we, it's, all wheels moving forward. And yeah, if anybody has any questions, I don't know, now we want to do a Q&A, or, if anybody has questions, Adam and I are always approachable, at any time.
You always are approachable. You have been such a great partner, I know to the chamber, but to the DDA as well, and worked really well with the city. And everyone is so excited about this project. So you were answering every single question that I had written down. You had answered it along during your comprehensive presentation. But I'm sure other people might have some questions. So I'd like to open it up. Who would like to ask something? Don't be shy. Everyone gets shy on Zoom for some reason.
And we'll take credit. I mean, we try to answer, and think of every question anybody might have had. So
You did.
Definitely.
You thought of mine. Go ahead.
Definitely, I'll step up. It's Michael Weiner. What I'm very interested in knowing is you've created a quality project. You've put in a ton of capital. What made you make the original decision? When did you decide you were going to dive off the diving board? And what was it about Delray? There's a lot of people on from the city, and it'd be interesting to know why it was that you made the choices you made. We're always trying to present the best platform, the best side of we can of Delray. You obviously liked it. So what did we do right?
It's a good loaded question.
Everything, yeah. So I think I've got a good answer. So we are currently located in Boca, but I think the city of Delray in general has done an amazing job of transforming the Atlantic Avenue corridor, we'll call it, over the last 10 years, or so. And just it's become a destination. I guess I'm guilty of sitting through, several DDA presentations and hearing, the success of, international travelers coming down, and the Christmas tree lighting, brings tons of, visitors, local and from out of town. And so I think, Delray has just become such a destination, and a place where people want to be. And so when the opportunity, when this parcel was put up for sale, and we started looking at it, and we are based in Boca, but like I said, Delray's been such a great place for people, for families. We're small family office. We all families. We take our families there, whether it was brunch at Sundy House, it was the Christmas tree lighting, it was going out to the Dada's or Sazio's or Portao, there all the restaurants that are out there, the beach. So I think it was just a place where we knew we wanted to be, and so yeah, that was definitely part of the decision-making process. It was. It would be foolish to not say that, it was a great, economic reasoning also behind investing in, in doing the project. But I think all all things considered, it was, definitely the right decision to want to be in Delray. And, when we did jump off the diving board and we were under contract and jumping into, construction documents and starting to plan, we realized that there was a lot of things wrong with the plan. There weren't loading zones. There weren't elevators and stairwells for people to get out of the garage up into the site. And so, we took that time to redesign the property, that it was, best for the community, for the public and the interaction. We've, worked with the Delray Beach Historic Society, and, I'll admit it was definitely a lesson that at the time we didn't know the history. I didn't know the history, and so spending time with, with Winnie, Kaylee, Tom, in the archives department, going through and the history of Sundy House and the rectory and, everything with downtown. I think it's also, kind of cool to be a part of history and to revitalize it. And that's kind of, for me, I think that's one of the coolest parts. Transforming history, preserving it, restoring it with, that flair. I mean, there's tons of new buildings everywhere, right? New modern construction. And so I think, it's definitely a learning curve of what it meant to be in a historic district. And staff put us through the ringer and also helped teach us. But I think, yeah, Delray is a great place to be. It's a great community. I think community is the right word. I know the tagline village, by the sea. Some people would say that, all this new construction is, ruining that, but, Delray really is it's a village, it's a community. You talk to people, you say hi to people. It's just a place we want to be.
Well, as the owner of the Clark House, I intend on continuing the rivalry with the Sunday House. We aren't who is the oldest residence in town.
You win. No, yeah, I've had my wrist slap. You were built in 1898, I believe, and Sunday House and the rectory built in 1902, or sorry, Cathcart and Sunday House were built in 1902. We thought we had the oldest house, but we don't.
I love that you know that, Jared. That's amazing. And you definitely put your money where your mouth is with history, because I remember I saw you at Twilight in the Garden the other night at the Delray Beach Historical Society, and it's wonderful that you're there. So it looks like you caught the history bug.
Yeah, I did. Guilty.
That's wonderful.
Well,
that's wonderful.
So I have a question about traffic. As your neighbor from the library on First Avenue, with our shared First Avenue or First Street or Avenue in here, our First and First here, do you anticipate with the light at Swinton that there is going to be, how are we going to handle the traffic flow, which already is a little bit crazy on that First that goes right out into Atlantic? Any plans to make that one way, or how are we going to work together on that?
Yes, let me see if I have a file available that so I don't have anything that I can quickly pull up, but on First Avenue and Atlantic, at direction of the engineering department, there is a directional median divider going in there. So if you're on Atlantic heading eastbound, you can make a right down Southwest First Avenue. But if you're coming out of Southwest First Avenue to, let's say, go back west, there's now a divider in there that doesn't allow you to do that. So you can make the left turn. So going from Atlantic, you can make a left on Northwest First Avenue. And if you're coming westbound on Atlantic, you can make a left turn down Southwest First Avenue, but you can no longer, there's no longer a four-way intersection, so to speak, at Southwest First Avenue. And the goal is for all traffic to then be rerouted to go around the other side of the library on Southwest Second. Yeah.
Okay, that's good. We should get together and plan a little talk with our board at some point maybe while it's slow later in the summer or something, that would be a great idea, because I think they should also experience these slides since we're neighbors.
Yeah,
And
Yeah,
also it's
definitely.
important to enlist, better usage for that county garage that just sits there dormant at night.
I'm definitely up for it.
Thank you, Kay. So who else has any questions? Really?
And it's fine if you're
Yeah,
more comfortable individually, you can reach out to us via email and we can set up a separate chat. Not a big deal. And we're here locally. I live right outside Delray, so we're always in downtown as well.
You are. We see you out all the time. Do you mind putting your email in the chat
Sure.
so people can see it? Okay. Well, that's great. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to do this, because like I said, everyone's super excited about this project. I'm sure when it's open, if anyone ever wants to find me, I'll be at the Barcelona Wine Bar. A couple of my favorite things, Spanish food, wine, all happy with all that. But it's really exciting. And again, we appreciate your attention to detail and learning from the city staff, which I know have done an amazing job, and the Delray Beach Historical Society to preserve all of that. I know the community appreciates it. So
Thank you, Stephanie. And
Yeah,
it's mutual. We appreciate everything the chamber does. You guys are great and really care and really put forth the effort and bringing everyone together in the community and making them aware of everything. So thank you for that.
we love to do that. So David Beal, I guess I can hand it over to you now if you want to go through some of our partner reports.
Yes, good morning, Stephanie. Can you hear me?
Barely.
I don't know if the new iPad, I don't know what's going on. Can't hear me?
Not really well. Try again.
Good morning? No?
Okay,
Okay.
got it.
All right. Thank you for the great presentation. There were no questions because it was such a thorough presentation, and great work, Stephanie, in bringing them here. I've got a lot of questions from clients over the past year, what's going on over there. So now I can talk to them. So having a great presentation, let's go to hear what the Discover the Palm Beaches has to say. Gustav?
Sure. Yeah. And that's what I heard was all the right things about how they're working with the community, respecting the community, getting the input. We're embarking on the county on a tourism master plan, and I think that similar process is what we want to mimic. It's really going into each community, into Delray, having meetings, understanding the needs and wants, desires, where's tourism going to look, in the next 10, 20 years, what's the right balance of everything. I think the Sundy Village did a fantastic job kind of, I think, blending and balancing all of that. And that's in terms of performance, I mean, we're right now at a place where we're kind of leveling off, and we need projects like this that are really thoughtful to get us to the next level, to keep improving. Atlantic Avenue is great, but if you don't revitalize, improve things, it gets stagnant. And project like this, I think, you're gonna see a huge impact, for all the businesses locally, and it's with the very thoughtful design of everything that we're seeing. I think it's going to balance all the needs of the residents and everything. So that's the type of process we want to do throughout the whole county. I think through the next 10 years, the timeline for this, the BCC should be approving the contract, hopefully this month or next month. And once we get a contract approved with the consultant doing the master plan, we'll start planning out community meetings. And definitely want to reach out to the chambers, definitely the Delray Beach Chamber, get everyone in a room together and have all your ideas. What do you think? What are the pain points of tourism? Where do you think tourism should be in the future? What types of infrastructure projects, or what's the cap to? But there's always that question: how do we have a sustainable growth respecting, you know, the vibrancy of the community, which, you know, we saw here with the Sundy Village project, you know, respecting the history of Delray, what Delray really means, what's the vibe, because it's that brand that really draws visitors. And if you take away from that, then yeah, we'll have negative consequences from that. That's it on the Palm Beaches end. So I'll hand it back to David.
Thank you, Gustav. Any questions for Gustav? Okay, let's go to Jacqueline Ramirez from SBDC, Small Business. Tell us what's going on, Jackie.
Good morning. Well, I'd just like to bring to your attention and let you know that we had a wonderful gathering last week at Research Park at FAU, and it was our annual awards. The team, we have this once every year, and we had a guest there. Stephanie Emmelman visited us. And we had also, along with her, Greg Fields, who's the Vice President of the Division of Research, Andrew Duffel, the CEO of Research Park, as well as a visiting SBA executive from Washington, D.C., Stephen Sullivan, the Senior International Trade Officer. And it was our opportunity to be able to recognize the Delray Beach Chamber of Commerce for being such a wonderful partner throughout these years, for hosting us, giving us an office there, letting us have this time with their wonderful staff. I mean, every single member of their staff is amazing. And Stephanie, thank you for coming and letting us do that. We appreciate that.
I was really happy to get that certificate of appreciation and to be appreciated on behalf of the chamber. Thank you so much for thinking of us and for doing that. It was a wonderful group too.
It was a great group. A couple of things that are coming up. The Small Business Summit that we have every year will be in August 19th through the 20th in Ponte Vedra Beach. So keep your eyes open for that. You can check us through Facebook or LinkedIn. We have a constant flow of information on the events that we're lining up for the rest of the year, including the next cohort of the digital marketing footprint workshops that we've been delivering. Our second group just completed 4 workshops in branding, cybersecurity, marketing strategy, and social media strategy. And so we will be starting up another cohort just in a matter of a few weeks. So just keep tracking us on social media and you'll get all the information. Okay, thank you, David.
You're welcome. Michael wanted me to ask you if your background is the new Delray vision.
Delray in the future.
I'm sure Michael will appreciate that. He's in favor of increased density.
Yeah, it's a part of our territory. It's one of the cities up north of Florida.
Just kidding, everybody. Ashley Darden from the CRA, can you give us an update? Good morning.
Hi, can you hear me?
You can. Now you're frozen.
Hi, can you hear me again?
Yes.
Sorry, I think I got dis.
Oh no.
We're having little communications problems here.
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Sorry, I don't know what's going on with my computer right now. We do have a social coming up on May 18th. If anyone would like to attend, it's going to be at 98 Northwest 5th. That's one of our new buildings that came online. It's going to be kind of a what is a CRA? You can come ask us questions. All of our staff will be there. And it's at our new building, which we have our new tenants coming into shortly. We have a multimedia company coming in named the Atlantic Current. We also have a plant-based cafe, the Rabbit Hole Cafe, and a hair salon, which is Touch of Posh. We also will be putting out, we have 2 remaining spaces in that building, as well as a cottage nearby, which we'll be putting out for new tenants to come in sometime in June. And we have our advisory committee still open for applications until May 20th if anyone would like to apply. We're opening it up to renters as well, residential renters. So if you would like to apply, if you rent or own property in our district, you can go to our website to apply. And you can see our map to see if you live in the district on our website as well. I think that's all the updates we have, though.
Okay, thank you. Any questions? All right. Now let's go to the city. Gina Carter, good morning, Director of Communications from City of Delray Beach. Are you still with us?
Yeah, I'm here. Hi, good morning, everybody. Great presentation. It was amazing to see everything that's happening at Sundy Village. The city did a video with Sundy a few weeks back, and it was really incredible to talk to the leadership there and also the leadership of the city and learn all about their, their hopes for this project and how it can be a bridge between the East and West Atlantic corridor. So it's really exciting. As far as the city, as always, we have 1,000 events happening in the coming month. And, we look forward to having everyone come out and be a part of it.
Okay, anybody else? Let's go to our famous and most dedicated working person in all of Delray, our president, chair, executive director of the chamber, Stephanie Immelman.
Thank you. Well, I have a couple of updates. One for the city that I wanted to mention. Rob, our economic development managers, couldn't be on today, but we wanted to talk about the Small Business Expo that the city is hosting at Pompey Park. It's on May 17th, so it's next Friday from 9 to 12. And it's a way for businesses to come and find out how to work with the city. So it's an excellent opportunity. So I'm definitely going to be there to check it out. But if anyone's interested in learning what they need to do and what processes they have to go through to work within the city or be part of that process, that's a great thing for them to go to. Also, I attended the goal setting session with the city commission and all of the staff, the city staff last Friday. Kay also attended, and it was excellent forum. They talked about quite a lot of things and gave direction on the golf course, on the Crest Theater, and on public engagement with respect to the general obligations bond for the Parks and Rec and what they plan to do with that. So I've got a brief recap of that, which we're going to send out in our government affairs newsletter that we send out every month. So you can look for that. Just wanted to tell you that that's available. Also, let me just share my screen quickly. So as far as events for the rest of May, we've got our Contacts and Cocktails, and it's at La Coloniale, and it's next Thursday. So we're looking forward to that. We have our Focus on Women Sip and Share, and it's going to be at the Habitat Restore. The theme is Home is Where the Hope Is, and we're going to be hearing from Jennifer Thomason from Habitat for Humanity. And you also get to see, I think they call it an upcycled fashion show, so that should be a really interesting evening. The young professionals are going to be at the Peaceful Body Spa on May 29th. And for our new members, we've got Network Like a Pro. That's a free event at the Chamber in the morning. It's hosted and facilitated by Kim Beckett from Beckett Consulting. She's an excellent management consultant. And it's a free event for new members, and she'll be giving networking tips. So that's our update for the Chamber. And I think that's it. We're ready to wrap it up, David. Any other comments?
No, anybody else have anything to say? Well, enjoy the first day of summer.
Well, thank you everyone for joining us. And thanks again to our guests, Adam and Jared from Sunday Village. We're all very excited about that project. So we'll see you next month. We'll be hearing from Amy Kemp from Florida Power and Light about hurricane preparedness. So see you next month at the regular time on the first Friday. Thanks. Bye.